Hello friends, let us now learn about the Liddle syndrome. This Liddle syndrome, what occurs in this Liddle syndrome, there is a mutation of intracellular domain of epithelial sodium channel. For this, epithelial sodium channel will have alpha, beta and gamma subunit. It has alpha, beta and gamma subunit. But if there is any mutation in the beta and gamma subunit, mutation in the beta and gamma subunit, this will result in Liddle's syndrome. What does this beta and gamma subunit mutation result in? Whenever there is mutation in beta and gamma subunit, this will prevent, I'll write it here, this will prevent the binding of ubiquitin ligase genes. Normally, ubiquitin ligase NED42 gene is a channel for proteasomal degradation. See, in the renal tubule, that is in the collecting duct mainly, we have this ubiquitin ligase NED42 which will cause proteasomal degradation, which will result in degradation of proteasome by binding to this proteasome. And once this proteasomal degradation occurs, this will decrease the epithelial sodium channels. See, normally what happens? First we will see normally before going to Liddle syndrome, right? That will make things easier. So if you see normally, I'm drawing it bigger. This is the epithelial sodium channel which normally reabsorbs sodium and excretes potassium. Now, normally we have a ubiquitin gene, ubiquitin ligase NED42. This is a protein, which will bind to the proteasome. This will bind to its receptor on the proteasome and it will activate. So this proteasome will take this epithelial sodium channels in its place and it will degrade this epithelial sodium channels. So the excess epithelial sodium channels which are present on the surface and which are produced produced during translation, so that excess epithelial sodium channels are degraded by this ubiquitin ligase NED42. But whenever there is mutation in this ubiquitin ligase NED42, if this is not there, there is no degradation of epithelial sodium channels. So in that stage, there is increased epithelial sodium channels are expressed in the apical membrane of collecting duct, and as a result, there is increased reabsorption of sodium and in the blood, increased reabsorption of sodium into the blood and increased excretion of potassium into the lumen occurs. Because of increased reabsorption of sodium, along with sodium, water is also reabsorbed. So both these will result in hypertension. Right? So this syndrome which we are talking here is about the Liddle syndrome, which will cause hypertension due to the defect in this ubiquitin ligase NED42 and also the defect in beta gamma subunit. Because of this beta gamma subunit, it will prevent the binding of ubiquitin ligase to this epithelial sodium channels. This binding, to this proteasome. This binding of ubiquitin ligase NED42 to this epithelial sodium channels and thus formation of proteasome is completely lost due to the defect in beta gamma subunit. So this is about Liddle syndrome. Thank you for watching my lecture. Thank you.